In today's episode, I'm going to get really real about why now, yes, right now, as I'm coming to you in your ears, is the best and only time to write your book. I am so excited you're here. Let's not waste any time and get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Written Compass. I am recording this in a new month in 2024, which is just amazing and crazy. I know I talk about time a lot in these podcasts. I think podcasts are an interesting thing when you record them and time sort of matters and sort of doesn't all at the same time. So I'm excited to head into what will be spring here very soon. It's raining today and it's been windy this week. So all of the bustling of what allows spring to come forth is happening. And with that, we are heading into a new quarter for those of you in kind of the world where that matters. And I think it's really interesting just how these moments, these transitions kind of bring up a little opportunity to prioritize and say, like, what do I really desire and what do I really want? And today's episode is really all about that. I want to talk about why now, right now, if you're listening to this when this is dropping in real time, or if you're listening to this in the future, it doesn't really matter. Why now is the time to write your book? So I want to talk about how transformative book writing actually is, not only for yourself, but also for the things that you desire in your life, in your career, in your business. And here's the funny thing. It's not actually about the book itself. Yes, you can go back and listen to all the other podcasts where I talk about how you write your book and how to get started and how to do ideas and all of those sorts of things. All of that is there and available to you. But really what I want to talk about today is how the book is a vehicle for so many amazing opportunities, some that I can name and some that will reveal themselves only after it is out in the world. And that's what's really, really cool is I was actually at a book event last night for one of our clients who's local to me, and she packed the house. The book owners, the bookshop owners, it was an independent bookstore here in Charlotte, North Carolina, shout out Park Road Books. They said we get famous New York Times bestselling authors, and we've never had this many people show up. We've never sold this many books. And she's an amazing human, but for all intents and purposes, she's just a girl, in Charlotte, right? And here she is activating this amazing opportunity. And it's because she said yes to her book. And yes, her book is amazing. It is hilarious. And this is Tanya Reid's U.S. Airways, just to give a shout out to her. But it is really about what the ripple effects are, the transformation that gets to happen because you step into and agree to and commit to getting your words out in the world. So here's some things I want to share of why now, why right this second is the time to start this process and start this journey. And the cool thing is the transformations happen right now as well, before, during, and after the book is actually out in the world. And that's so cool. So one of the things you've heard me talk about before is a book is a legacy, period. It literally lives on after you. Think about all the different books that we still read, still talk about, some super duper famous and well-known, some not so much, but maybe, a certain community or certain group that you're a part of, they know it. But books live well beyond the writing or the author of them. And that is amazing. That means you saying yes to putting your words from the inside out of you and onto the page, onto the Kindle screen, means that someone 15, 20, 50, 100, 200 years from now can have the opportunity to engage with those words, engage with that message, engage with that story. Like, just let that settle for a moment. If that excites you, then that may be a reason for you to get started with your book right now. That is why now. The other thing is that a book has a way to reach more people. And it's very, very, very accessible. We have a client, Melissa Panera. Her book is Life is Written in Pencil, and other people we've worked with and helped publish their book have done this as well. Her book is in her local library. So it's a no cost opportunity for people, but it's also a very low cost opportunity. I was talking with my coach the other day, and we were talking about how you can't work with everyone. If you are in a career or a business, even if you're, a teacher, a therapist, whatever the case may be, you can't reach and work with everyone. Like you physically in person or even virtually, you just can't access every single one. And so books are this really powerful low ticket, meaning it's not very much of a cost. All of our books that we've published are literally like $30 or under, but it's a very high value resource that allows you to reach more people than you are capable of doing with any kind of traditional networking, connecting, marketing, or just how you meet new people to work with, whatever that may look like. And so when we think about it, the reach just expands. The book just has this opportunity because of the way books work to get out to and allow your message to seep into and connect with lives that you never could dream of. I've talked many times about the connections, the unexpected connections that books get to make and that our clients have experienced. And again, to use the book event last night, Tanya met some people who were just coming in to just check out the bookstore, and she was like, hey, come on back. And they were immediately connected with her. They loved her book. They bought her book. That stuff just doesn't happen without having some kind of vehicle to support it. And a book in this case is that vehicle. Books are also your best referral partners. I love talking about Laura Wick and the Body Mind Method, her amazing book. And she has had clients who immediately fell in love with her because they found her book and immediately decided to work with her. And she has a very high ticket program because she is a coach certification program and courses and things like that. And so the book has been an amazing referral partner for her. It's a way for people to get to know you, to understand how you think and work. Our words, right, mean a lot to people. And so it is going to support you in activating and bringing new people to you. And it's a really, really powerful connector in that way. And then for you personally, it really provides clarity of thought, and it's a tool for growth, not only for you, but the people who are going to receive your book and read it. When you put your powerful messages in a book, it activates this really neat ripple effect. And part of that ripple effect, like I said, is bringing more people to you, allowing more access to you. If someone can't work with you on a certain level, then maybe, or they literally are nowhere near you to be in your classroom or to, come to your studio, or I'm just thinking of all the people that we work with, the artists, the therapists, the teachers, the coaches, maybe they just don't have access to you, but you're putting this message in a book, and it's an opportunity not only for clarity of your message as you're writing it. That happens. You can't know often what you want to write until you start writing it. And there's this beautiful clarity, and it becomes this eternal resource for you to go back to over and over and over again to use in other ways. But it also creates this really neat ripple effect and a tool for growth for other people as well. So I'm going to be so bold and in this particular episode to say, if you're not on a trajectory to get a book out in the world, and it's something that you have considered. So obviously, if this is something like, you're not listening to this if you don't care about books or don't have a slight desire or interest in writing one. But if you're not writing your book, like with love, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I meet so many people. I met them last night at the book launch event who are just like, yeah, I've been working on this. Yeah, I'm still collecting stories. Yeah, I've actually written a book already, but I didn't do anything with it. I wrote it a few years ago. And I just give them the biggest smile. And I just say, what are we doing? What are you doing? How can I support you? So I hope this supported you in really pushing you towards that next step of why now is absolutely the best time, the only time, the now time to write your book. And as always, I want to hear from you. What resonated with you? What questions did this bring up? And if you want some help kicking things off and you're not sure where to start, then I want to make sure you download one of our newest really cool resources that we've developed over at Synergy Publishing Group called the Embodied Book Writing Kickstarter. You can just go to shanahartman.com/writing kickstart, and it is a free download. It comes with a beautiful PDF guide that you can follow along with, use as you see fit, with lots of resources actually derived from the podcast. So it's a nice curated of the best episodes that really support you in kicking off your book in a powerful and embodied way, because right now is the time to write your book. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Written Compass. If you are enjoying this content, do me a favor and go and review the podcast. This allows me to share and get these messages out to the people who really need them, who we want to read their books in the future. You can also go and share your thoughts and tag me at @ShanaHartman_ on Instagram. Again, this is just a way for us to get connected and share the writing love. And if you know that you are ready to write your book, that message that's been burning inside of you for a long time, then I want to talk to you. My team and I want to talk to you. Head on over to shanahartman.com and click Work with Us. From there, you'll see an application to explore and see if writing your book is your next best step.